Presidential election petition court. Inec deleted FCT presidential election results on Bvas machine. Forensic expert claims. Oh boy. This Inec chairman, at the end of this case, the guy go jail. And after now, anybody who won't be Inec chairman, you go sit up. I'm telling you, this is a very serious case now. Inec chairman is further being implicated for this dirty job he has done for Tinubu and for APC just to fulfill their political appetite. Quite unfortunate. Just to satisfy their political appetite. Quite very bad. Now, Peter Obi is showing a maximum level of intelligence. Okay, after getting the Amazon WS worker to come and testify on the state of Amazon server during the election, he has gotten another forensic IT personnel to also come and talk. Okay. The other day, I think he also got the cybersecurity expert to the court to also talk, and they are talking. And as they are giving their evidence, both APC and Tinubu are getting, and the INEC are getting more indicted in this matter. So now, a forensic expert has claimed that INEC deleted FCT presidential election results on Bvas machines. Can you imagine? A digital forensic expert, Hitler Nwala, testified on Thursday at the Presidential Election Petition Court that the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, deleted all the results of the presidential election in the Federal Capital Territory under the guise of preparing for the March 18, 2023 governorship election. Can you imagine? We said it that it was going to happen. INEC denied that they were not going to delete anything. They were going to preserve all the information. They need to prepare all the BVS machines against the governorship election. But we knew that it was a guise to go and delete indicting information that are in the BVS machines. I tell you the truth. So now I think it's coming out to the public that INEC lied in this election from top to bottom, from end to end, and this is not acceptable. INEC has to pay for this. The digital forensic expert has also confirmed all of this during his testimony in court. Nwala, who was called as an expert witness by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and the People Democratic Party in their petition challenging the declaration of Bola Tinubu as the winner of the February 25 presidential election, provided his evidence during examination in chief by the petitioner's counsel, Chief Chris Uche-San. He stated that he claimed he examined 110 bimodal voters accreditation system (BVS) machines as a sample material from the FCT. And during cross-examination, Nwala, who was subpoenaed to the court, acknowledged that there might be an increase in deviation as the number of samples analyzed increases based on the small sample space of 110 samples. And Chief Wole Olanipeku-San, counsel to President Tinubu, challenged the forensic report during cross-examination, pointing out some identified errors that the author admitted. INEC's lead counsel, Abubakar Mahmood San, also raised objection during his cross-examination, questioning the small sample size used. He highlighted that the sample size of 110 devices was only 3.5% of the total devices deployed in FCT and 0.06% of the total devices deployed in the country during the election. And during Thursday proceedings, Atiku Abubakar submitted a certified true copy of INEC Form EC8A for 20 local government areas of Ogun State and 17 local government areas of Ondo State as evidence in court of their petition, and the petitioners also presented a certified true copy of Form EC8A from 20 local government areas of Rivers State. So the respondents in the petition objected to the admissibility of the document. That's what they like doing, and stated that they should provide reasons for their objection during final address stage. The 5-member panel of justices, headed by Justice Aruna Samani, admitted the documents as exhibits and adjourned further hearing in the petition until Friday, June 2023, which is today. So there are a few comments here that we need to look at from this forensic work that has been done. Somebody said, not tolerable by the court. Serious sanctions for Inec chairman and the allied staff. Exactly. Inec chairman committed a lot of crimes during this election. Real criminal actions against, committed by this Inec chairman. All the electoral laws were violated by him, and he is the custodian of these laws. Quite unfortunate. Is this sanction or jail time? You should jail him. He needs to go to jail. I'm sure he needs to go to jail. Now, the things that are coming up, I'm sure some people, some CSOs have come out now to beg Atiku and Obi to drop the case against Tinubu and APC. They are now begging on behalf of APC and Tinubu and Inec to drop the case so Nigeria can move on. Nigeria cannot move on a faulty foundation. Everything must be dug out. Everything must be exposed. Someone say, go and sanction them. Maybe you forgot that Inec is an independent body, that even the president can't tell them what to talk, less of any court of law. Forget the common phrase that people say is nobody is above the law. Mark my word, today Peter Obi and Labour Party and Atiku Abubakar will finalize their cases in court against Bola Ahmed Tinubu in total shame. Nothing. They will not be in any total shame. Okay? Inec is not above the law. Tinubu himself, president, is not above the law. It's just that Nigeria has a kind of high-level impunity that is unprecedented, that is unnecessary, that shouldn't even be in place. Okay? None of that is above the law. And anybody that is violating the law is a criminal act, and they have to go to jail for it. So what do you expect from criminal-minded person called Inec? Exactly. Who put Mahmoud Yakubu there? Is it not Tinubu's camp? They're all working together. Who is the INEC ICT executive director? Is he not somebody that came from Tinubu's camp? So all of them are working for themselves. It's quite unfortunate. Somebody come to think of it, if deleted, how then did LP have their evidence of 67%? Don't worry now. When items are deleted, you go and ask ICT people. When items are deleted, there are ways to retrieve them inside a device, not known to a common user or an ordinary administrator. It has to be a real power user or power administrator. There are certain opportunities you have to go and retrieve that data from the back end. Okay, it can be deleted from the surface, but there are some chips that will still keep those things. It doesn't go to the bush. They will plug it to the system and they will get some things out of it. He said they deleted some, not all. Thinking of it, what it simply means is that Obi's actual vote will be above the declared 7% if they were not deleted. Exactly. Because it was obvious that day that even the government officials at Aso Rock voted for Obi. That's to tell you that they know what they're doing inside the government. Some of them are just following PDP and APC. They're not in their mind. Some of them are tired of Nigeria, but for some reason, they just can't change because they have entered some kind of secret oath with their members to do what they're doing. Okay? That is it. Government officials, even in the state house, voted Obi that day. Bvas was hosted on United States NSA server, so the data can still be retrieved from the server backups. Exactly. I told you now. So it was hosted there, so they can only wipe what is on the machine if they do at all, which I know even if they do, there are still some chips inside that machine that will still keep some data. But then, data can never be lost. Data is there in more than 2-3 servers. As they're getting this data, I'm sure those data will be in Amazon Web Service. They will see it, and some other servers that actually administered those BVS machines. Those data will still be at those points as well. To be at this point as well. So that is exactly what is happening here. So this indictment, INEC need to regulate itself out of it. You can see why the country aren't moving forward. It is run by dishonest humans who didn't know that injustice brings retrogression. Did we hold governorship election in FCT? People who say Mahmoud Yakubu rigged the election for Tinubu. Can you imagine? Eh? Uh, so Yakubu and INEC staff are all trained criminals and partisan fellows who have no business conducting election. Exactly. So this guy is asking whether they conducted governorship election in FCT. He is not saying that governorship election was conducted in FCT. He is saying that the FCT data on Bvas machines were deleted all in the guise of preparing for March 18, 2023 governorship election. Yes, they could have deployed those Bvas machines to some other states for use. That's what we're saying. Okay, so this statement is not saying that they conducted governorship election in FCT, but rather they deleted those data in the guise of preparing for March 18, 2023 governorship election. Those are the guises that INEC used to delete this thing. And even when Labour Party and other individuals shouted that these guys are going to do some mischievous things, they said, no, data will be there, it will be here, it will be here. Now they're struggling to get those data. Okay, meaning that they formatted those devices and caused problem in them so that data will not be traced. They have done that. I'm sure at the end of the case, the truth, more information will come out. So thank you for listening. Let INEC and APC, especially INEC, defend itself and prove that it didn't delete any information. This INEC chairman need to go to jail.